Your person is caught in a whirlwind of emotions they can't seem to escape. They can't figure out why they can't get over you. Every thought seems to circle back to you. They miss you intensely. They're obsessing over every detail of your time together, and their love for you remains as strong as ever. They look in the mirror, hoping to find some semblance of who they once were, but all they see is a stranger staring back at them. The person they've become is unrecognizable, and deep down, they know why. In their efforts to protect their fragile ego, they hurt you repeatedly. Betrayal after betrayal, they thought they were saving face, but now those very actions haunt them at every turn. Their ego was their shield, a weapon they wielded to keep their vulnerabilities hidden. But you, strong, intuitive, and resilient, saw through it. You refused to let their behavior define you. You put their ego in check, standing firm in your self-worth, and when the time came, you walked away. That decision wasn't just a turning point for you, it shattered their illusions of control. You were no longer stuck on them, no longer tied to the energy they brought into your life. This realization has left them anxious, restless, and questioning everything. They are still deeply attracted to you, unable to imagine a future where you aren't by their side. The thought of losing your love entirely terrifies them, but they don't know how to bridge the chasm they created. Since you've taken your new path, they've come to understand a truth they had stubbornly ignored. There's no one like you. There's no place like the comfort and warmth you provided. No one else has been able to fill the void you left behind. It's as though the universe is constantly reminding them of what they lost, and it's driving them to the brink of madness. They are consumed with curiosity, wondering about your life now. Who are you becoming? What dreams are you chasing? And most painfully, is there someone else who now holds your attention and affection? The unanswered questions eat away at them, leaving them in a state of turmoil they can't escape. Even as they wrestle with their emotions, they're starting to realize something profound. They've been holding on to the belief that they can come back and make things right. They're preparing themselves to approach you, hoping to bring clarity to everything that happened between you. They want to offer an apology, to explain the things they didn't have the courage to say before. But deep down, they know the truth is something you've already seen all along. You understood their actions, their motivations, and even their fears before they could admit them to themselves. Now, they're hoping for a second chance, praying that you'll open the door just wide enough to let them back into your life. Yet, the power dynamic has shifted. No longer are you bound by the conflicted energy that once held sway over this connection. You've moved on, and they sense it, which only deepens their desperation. What they don't fully grasp yet is the depth of the lesson this relationship was meant to teach. Both of you held up a mirror to each other, reflecting the insecurities and wounds that had been buried deep within. For them, it was their ego, their fear of vulnerability and rejection that led to so many of their choices. For you, it may have been your capacity to love deeply and your willingness to see the potential in someone, even when they couldn't see it themselves. This connection was never about breaking each other, but about bringing those hidden truths to light, forcing you both to confront and heal the parts of yourselves that needed it most. Now, as they struggle with the weight of their regrets, you've found strength in the lessons you've learned. You've reclaimed your power and chosen a path that aligns with your worth and values. While they linger in the shadows of the past, you are walking confidently into the future. The irony is not lost on them. The very traits they tried to control, your independence and self-assurance, are the ones they now admire most. They can't help but yearn for the version of you they lost, but that version doesn't exist anymore. You've grown, evolved, and risen beyond the person you were when they had you. Their journey is far from over, and while they may come forward with clarity and an apology, the decision is yours alone. You've already found peace within yourself, and whether or not you let them back in, you've proven that you're more than capable of thriving without them. In the end, this story isn't just about love lost or love rekindled, it's about growth, healing, and the unshakable truth that sometimes walking away is the most loving thing you can do for yourself. I wanted to take a moment to reach out to you and express what's been on my heart. First and foremost, I need to apologize sincerely for the way I treated you. I know that I breadcrumbed you, leading you on without truly committing, and for that, I am deeply sorry. I realize how confusing and hurtful my actions must have been, and I want to take full accountability for the pain I caused. Looking back now, I can see how unfair I was to you. I wasn't treating you with the respect, kindness, or dignity you deserved, and I regret that more than I can put into words. Over the past weeks or months, you've been on my mind constantly. I find myself reflecting on our interactions, the moments we shared, and how I truly failed to honor the connection we had. It has been weighing on me heavily, and I've come to the painful realization of just how much I truly messed up. I know now how valuable you are, not just as someone I cared for, but as a person with so much love, kindness, and compassion in your heart. You are truly incredible, and it pains me to think that I didn't recognize or appreciate that fully when I had the chance. I want to acknowledge that my behavior was wrong, and no excuses can justify the way I treated you. When I look back, I see that I often gave you false hope, pretended to be busy, or avoided real conversations when the truth was that I wasn't ready to commit. I know that must have hurt deeply, and it likely made you feel unimportant or as if you weren't a priority in my life. But I want to be honest with you now, the problem wasn't you. It was me. I wasn't ready to deal with my own emotions or the responsibilities that come with a genuine connection. I was running from things I should have faced, and in doing so, I hurt you. For that, I am truly sorry. Over time, I've done a lot of soul searching, and I've come to recognize the importance of what we shared and how much it meant to me. The truth is, I can't stop thinking about you. You've been on my mind constantly, and I keep replaying moments and conversations in my head, realizing just how much I took for granted. Through this reflection, I've come to understand how much I truly value you, not only as someone I care for, but as someone I admire deeply for your strength, your warmth, and your capacity to love. I know that no amount of words can undo the hurt I caused or erase the mistakes I made. I can't change the past, as much as I wish I could, but what I can do is take responsibility for my actions and strive to do better moving forward. My only hope is that I can make amends for the pain I caused and show you that I am not the same person I was before. I want to prove to you that I am capable of being someone you can rely on, someone who supports you, values you, and loves you unconditionally. I've realized that my actions in the past didn't align with how I truly feel about you, and for that, I deeply regret not being honest with myself or with you. I want to show you that I've grown and that I've learned from my mistakes. I want to be the kind of person who can show up for you, fully and wholeheartedly, without hesitation or fear. I'm not the same person I was back then. I've spent a lot of time reflecting on the things I was avoiding, the fears I was running from, and the insecurities that held me back. I've worked hard to confront those parts of myself and grow into someone who is ready for the connection I know we could have. I no longer want to hide behind excuses or pretend to be someone I'm not. I am ready now, ready to face the things I avoided, ready to take responsibility for my past, and ready to give this relationship the honesty and effort it deserves. I don't know what the future holds, and I understand that you may be hesitant to trust me again. I don't expect forgiveness to come easily, and I don't expect things to go back to the way they were overnight. But I do hope you can see that my feelings are genuine and that I truly want to make things right between us. I want the opportunity to show you how much I care and how deeply I value you, not just through words, but through my actions. You are an incredible person with so much love, kindness, and compassion in your heart, and I know I was a fool for not cherishing that when I had the chance. I hope you can find it in your heart to give me the opportunity to prove to you that I've changed and that I am ready to be the person you deserve. Whatever happens, please know that I am deeply sorry for everything I put you through, and I will always hold immense respect and admiration for you. Your partner has been thinking about you constantly, and their thoughts are often filled with fantasies about you and the connection you once shared. It's not just casual thinking either, it seems to consume a significant part of their mind. They might also be watching you on social media, but this isn't just about scrolling through your pictures or updates out of boredom or curiosity. For them, it's a way of feeling closer to you, even from a distance. They may study your posts, look for hidden meanings, or even try to connect with the emotions you're sharing online. This habit of theirs goes far beyond mere observation. It's almost like a silent form of communication, a way to bridge the gap between you both when they can't physically be near you. It's possible you've waited for your partner for a long time. You might have held on to the hope that they would come forward and address the issues between you, but instead, something happened that forced you to move on. Perhaps there were misunderstandings, avoidance, or unresolved pain that made it seem like the connection had reached a breaking point. Yet, now your partner seems to be at a turning point themselves. They've started to acknowledge what they have been avoiding all along, and they're beginning to muster the courage to face it head-on. They want to make an offer to you, something that they might have shied away from in the past out of fear, insecurity, or confusion. What's driving this newfound determination is their realization of the depth of your qualities. To them, you stand out as one of the most kind-hearted and genuine people they've ever known. Your compassion and warmth have left an indelible mark on them, and they're beginning to fully appreciate just how special you are. This recognition has made it impossible for them to ignore their feelings any longer. They can't bear the thought of seeing you with someone else, and that sense of urgency is pushing them to act. Your partner understands now that losing you would mean losing something incredibly rare and precious, and they are determined to not let that happen. At the same time, your partner is hoping for a fresh start with you. They don't just want to pick up where things left off, they want to rebuild the connection with a stronger foundation. You might not fully sense their energy at this moment, and that could be because they're in the process of healing from a karmic situation. Perhaps they've been dealing with past wounds, toxic patterns, or relationships that drained them emotionally. These experiences may have clouded their judgment and prevented them from showing up as the partner you deserve. However, now they're working through these challenges, and this healing journey is helping them recognize what truly matters, your presence in their life. As they reflect on their mistakes and shortcomings, your partner is beginning to see you and your relationship in a new light. They're coming to terms with their own role in what went wrong and are filled with a sense of regret for not stepping up sooner. Yet, amidst these emotions, there's a deep hope for reconciliation. They want a second chance, not just to rekindle a friendship, but to explore a deeper and more meaningful connection with you. Friendship is not enough for them anymore. Their feelings for you go far beyond that. They dream of a future where they can share their life with you fully and completely, without holding back or letting fear get in the way. Your partner's journey to this realization hasn't been easy. Healing from karmic cycles often requires painful self-reflection and a willingness to let go of past baggage. But as they work through these challenges, they're becoming more aligned with their true self. This growth is giving them the clarity and courage they need to envision a future with you, a future where they can show up as a better version of themselves, capable of giving you the love and commitment you deserve. Ultimately, your partner's heart is set on reconciliation. They're hoping you'll be open to the idea of a fresh start, where both of you can leave the past behind and move forward together. They know it won't be easy, and they might still be battling insecurities about whether you'll accept them back into your life. However, their feelings for you are strong enough to make them take the risk. They don't just see you as someone they love, they see you as someone they can't imagine their life without. For them, you're not just a fleeting connection, but a deep and irreplaceable bond. As they prepare to come forward, they're hoping for forgiveness and understanding. They want to show you that they've grown and that their intentions are genuine. While the journey to this moment has been filled with challenges and uncertainty, your partner is ready to take the leap. They believe in the connection you share and are willing to fight for it. Now, they just need the courage to make that first step and express everything they've been holding inside. With hope in their heart, they dream of a future where you can both find happiness together once again.